Hey everybody, and welcome to episode 197 of the Daily Dose of Drupal. I am Adam, and today we're going to be looking at something a little differently. We're actually not going to be focusing on any specific module. Rather, we're going to be looking at how to accomplish something in Drupal. And what we're going to accomplish is we're actually going to figure out how to display a view listing all of the nodes of a content type, but excluding the node that we're currently on in the view. So that's what we're going to be accomplishing. I'm going to show you, and it'll make more sense as we go along. But before we do that, of course, make sure you head on over to codekarate.com if you're not already there. And also make sure to check out our free sticker program we got going on. So in the corner, you can click on that, and we're giving away free Code Karate stickers. Trust me, they're completely free, no strings attached. We won't charge you anything. We'll ship this nice looking sticker to you. If you just need to... All the thing we ask in return is that you help us spread the word. So tweet it out to your friends and get other people to get some stickers that they can stick and spread the Code Karate word. Also, while you're at Code Karate, make sure to check out all of our other things. And again, give us any thoughts on other modules or other things you want us to take a look at, and we will do our best to get to those. All right, let's get to the objective today. So what I want to do is, again, I want to display a block that lists all of the nodes of a content type, but I don't want to show the current node that I'm on. So to start, what I did is I created a content type called blog, and I added a bunch of, or just 3 different nodes for those blogs. So I got 1, 2, and 3 in here. So if you see here, I have blog test 1, and again, let's get it first to display all of the nodes of that content type. So to do that, we can just simply create an easy view. So we go to Structure, click on Views, add a new view. We're going to call this, just call it Blog Posts. And then if we want to uptype content and we want to seclude it to just being blogs, not including the rest of them, we're not going to create a page. So we're going to instead create a block. And we're just going to leave all the defaults fine. And then you can see here below in our preview, we're seeing blog test 1, 2, and 3 getting displayed, or all of our different blog types. Types. So let's go ahead and save that, and let's just see what this looks like. So if we go back to structure blocks to get the block added, scroll down here to the view blog post. Let's add that to our first sidebar. Save that. And actually, I'm also going to restrict that only to show on our blog content type. So I'm going to come in here and select content types and click blog. And then if I close this, you'll see right here my blog posts are showing up, and I got 1, 2, and 3. Well, that's good and everything, but for the goal of today is exactly to get blog test 1 not to show up, because I'm already on that node. So it doesn't make much sense. So if I go to 2, 2 shows up, which I don't really need a link back to the same page I'm already on, so we need to get rid of that. So to do that, all we need to do is edit our view and add a filter. So a filter, what that is basically doing is it's filtering the results before it gets displayed. So the filter that I need to add is the NID, or the node ID of the piece of content. So I'm going to go ahead and add that. And in the options menu here, you want to do provide default value. Under type, we're going to select content ID from URL. And remember, in Drupal 7, content ID, node ID, same thing. So what that's going to do is it's going to grab the content ID or node ID, which if you look up in the bar here, that's the 10. So that's our node ID. So we'll go ahead and grab that. And we're going to keep everything else default until we go to the bottom here under the more. We want to inverse our rule. So we're going to click Exclude. And what that's basically doing is it's flipping the rule. So if we read this here, it says, if selected, the numbers entered for the filter will be excluded rather than limiting the view. So what that means is it's going to say, okay, grab the 10, and if it's the same as the node ID we're on, which is the 10, then don't show it. So we're going to apply that filter, and we're going to go ahead and just save this and look and see if it works. So now you see we're on blog test 2 or node ID 10. We don't see blog test 2 over here because it's the same, so it's excluding it. So if I click on blog test 3, 3 doesn't show up on the list. Blog test 1, that one doesn't show up on the list. So again, if we go back to the view just to show you, that's how you exclude the node ID that you're currently on. Again, just adding a content filter, grabbing that ID from the URL or the node ID, and then just making sure you're coming into more settings and clicking the opposite or exclude checkbox. So guys, that's a really simple way to do this task. We don't need to spend much more time on it. It is that simple, but it's definitely a handy thing that comes in line. It's definitely when you're displaying blogs or similar type posts. Nice way to limit that and make your user experience just that much better. All right, so to end it today, I want to leave you with a quote, change things up a little bit. The quote is, "Information without execution is poverty." It comes from a man named Tony Robbins, and I think that's very important in today's world, and even with coding, is take the information that you learn from Code Karate or other resources and put that into practice. Not using information is worthless, or poverty, as Tony Robbins would say. So get out there, just do whatever you think you need to do, and make your dreams happen. All right, guys, until next time, take it easy.